I think it gave the squad a little bit more belief to go and give it a right good go against the Germans.
When they scored, you know, it could have been one of those where they ran over the top of us. Just the players just wouldn't let them do it.
Here's Robbie Keane. Yes! That is no more than Ireland deserve.
My feelings and how I felt have been widely seen by the video when they see it going in.
Here's Robbie Keane. Yes!
And even when it hit the net, I wasn't shooting it because the ball seemed to go right across the back of the net. And I thought the outside was going around the goal, and I wasn't sure until we all knew it was in. Magnificent, fantastic. That was one of my best moments.
It's over. Ireland have got the point. It's Germany 1, Ireland 1, and Robbie Keane has come good on the big stage. And for Mick McCarthy, another triumph out of adversity.
The draws against Cameroon and Germany meant Ireland needed to beat the Saudis by 2 clear goals to progress to the knockout stages.
He's cross. Robbie Keane, there you are, number 1. Oh, it's there! Gary Green. There's Duff. Oh, there's 3. Ireland are through now. His whistle sounds. Ireland are in the last 16 in the world. And Mick McCarthy has every reason to feel delighted with himself.
In the round of 16, Ireland played Spain at the Suwon Stadium in Korea. It turned out to be one of the games of the tournament.
Once again. Fuentes! Face of Wantra. Oh, penalty! This is your moment, Ian. He didn't make it.
We were the better team on the night, and I think there was points in the game where Spain were hanging on.
No offside, Gary Breen!
When Robbie Keane stepped up to take our second penalty of the night, he needed to score or we were going home.
Doing that. That's outrageous. That's rugby. Look on if you dare. Yes!
Spain were on the ropes, absolutely on the ropes. And how they got away with it, I do not know.
Because of an injury, Spain had to play with 10 men during extra time. There were no more goals. So, 12 years after Genoa, it was penalties at a World Cup again.
And saves. Casillas has saved again.
Our penalties were dire. And I remember Mendieta scoring, and he didn't hit his penalty particularly well.
Mendieta against Shea Given.
And that's always sad when you end up with an abiding memory of a game that we played so well in.
I think the manner in which we performed against the adversity of losing the captain, and I think you can safely say it was a job well done, and it's something that the lads can be very, very proud of.
They were just tremendous, and the pressure on Mick McCarthy as a manager because of what went on, I thought they played absolutely brilliantly.
Jack's teams only scored 2 goals in each of the World Cups. Mick's team scored 6 and missed a penalty. And in each of the 4 games, we finished strongly in conditions that were very difficult.
I don't think Mick McCarthy ever got the credit he deserved as a manager for the role he played in lifting that team after the debacle of Saipan in the space of a week or less.
So Mick and his players came home. They could hold their heads high, but when they did, they could see there was still an elephant in the room.
Keane kind of refused to go away, and there was an interview he did, I think, with MUTV at that stage, in which he essentially said he'd never come back and play for Ireland again as long as McCarthy was there. There was a very large rump of the support was absolutely against him. They essentially wanted McCarthy to go so that by far the best player we had could be eased back into the team.
Oh, it had an effect on the next games, without any doubt. It was all lingering, a lot of bitterness.
The cohesive spirit that McCarthy's team had displayed in the wake of Saipan was gone. After losses to Russia and Switzerland in the first two games of the Euro 2004 qualifiers, McCarthy decided it was time to move on.
Whoever got it next for them, because they'd had two defeats. And it was sad for me to leave like that on the back of, you know, everything I'd done as a player and as a manager. My results will stand up.
It's also questionable how much support he had in the FAI. I don't think he felt that he had the support required, and I think in the end he was treated slightly shabbily.
It was sad, but no bitterness from my point of view. None at all. I loved it. I had just about 7 years doing it. It was a fantastic time for me.
Mick McCarthy had built a team that played adventurous open football, a team that had been to 3 playoffs and beaten the likes of Holland, one that had come so close against Spain at a World Cup finals. It wasn't a bad record at all, but Mick knew it was time to move on.